got a letter from England, from one of the leaders, a big church leader in England, which is a good sign. But it's a Nigerian who's moved to England, and he's been listening to my message. Maybe he's here right now. I'm not going to mention the name or his church or ministry. But what he has written is this: I have been very privileged to follow all your teachings about paganism in the Church of God, particularly in Nigeria and African churches. We, that is himself and his wife, are privileged to witness this type of enlightenment, liberation, and empowerment of God's people in our own time. May the grace of God continue to overshadow you, sir. Then he goes on to say, over here in the UK, I have a big responsibility because he's a leader in a major denomination right there. But I need to tap into your anointing and learn from you about practical Christianity. I think it's more about learning from me than tapping into the anointing, I guess. So I want to learn from you practical Christianity, right? Christianity is dying rapidly in the UK. And it's true. That's what everybody knows if you have been in the UK. Christianity is dying rapidly in the UK. And the brand of church or Christianity brought from Africa to the UK, from Nigeria, and African churches are exactly what you have been talking about since last week. That is pure paganism. And unsurprisingly, the whites are not buying into it. So it's been African churches for African people abroad. Now, that's what I'm going to start with. For the people who are saying that I've lost my mind, then they have to know that I've lost my mind for a long time ago. And it's because I've lost my mind that I've not been like one of these African churches. You see, I've lost my mind so much that I've been able to make impression where all African churches have not been able to penetrate. You know, we have so many African churches here in my country here in Ukraine who are trying to do something, but only black people go there. So why is it that just black people, the gospel that is coming from Africa is only able to affect black people? And white people are not being affected. But the gospel that Pastor Sunday preaches, even though he is also from Africa, it cuts across the board. So how is it that I've lost my mind or I'm crazy and I'm the only one that is able to affect both the black, the Asians and the Europeans and the white and the Americans and the Germans and the English, everybody? In fact, it's not only in the church world that the gospel that I bring affects people. It's able to affect people in politics, in government. Why is it that I'm the only black man from Africa who has spoken in the United States Senate? Because I'm crazy, right? Because I've got something wrong? Why is it that our big men of God who are having the big names and the big empires, why is it that they are not known over there as much? And why is it that they will not be invited to the parliament to talk? I mean to the Senate to talk or to teach in the United Nations? Even if they are invited there, it's you see the difference that and if you go to any country, you don't see it's not just full of black people. My church, where our churches, we have churches in 50 countries, and you will see the local people there. Mainly the people who live in that country are there. So I think it's better for people who are challenging me or people who are listening here to give enlightenment to the biography of Pastor Sunday. Maybe we actually need to put a link to that biography here or put something. Because, people need to know who Pastor Sunday is and what he has done. Crazy people don't just become the most successful black person in the history of European Christianity. It doesn't just happen that a crazy man will have that kind of result. A crazy man will not, have 90% of white people, 98% of white people following him. And if you have been to Europe, you will know that white people, they don't follow black people easily. And you will know that white people actually think that they are superior to black people. Another thing is that you will discover that white people, they think about everything. And they criticize everything. And they analyze everything. Okay, then you could say, oh, it's because it's white people in Ukraine. Well, you have other, the Nigerians in Ukraine. And you have other people from all these denominations here. Why are they not making the same effect with the same Ukrainians? Okay, why did I have the same effect in Sweden? Why did I have the same effect in Denmark? Why do I have the same effect in Norway? Why do I have the same effect in Germany? Why do I have the same effect in America over white people? In Australia, in New Zealand. Why? Not just Ukraine. So it means that maybe you need to listen to me. Maybe there is something that I'm bringing to the table. Maybe I'm not the one who is crazy after all. Maybe I might be right in some things. Maybe it is our continent that got it wrong. Why is it that our gospel only affects our own culture? Why is it that our own gospel only attracts our people from Africa or people who are black? Why is it that our own gospel only attracts people in problems? Even if they are white people, only white people in problems. Why is it that our own gospel, our own anointing, our own miracle power, why is it it doesn't work when you come to Europe? It only works in Africa. Why is that our own gospel, is limited? And now I'm talking, and you are saying that man, I read somebody's comments yesterday. Somebody said, it's a pity, Pastor Sunday. We need to pray for him. The guy is lost. He doesn't even know me. I said, he didn't even know that I'd want to be like this. And the thing that he was praising me for, the thing, because they were only hearing of the success of Pastor Sunday, but they were not hearing of the battles of Pastor Sunday. They were only hearing of the big church, a Nigerian pastor in a big church, the biggest church in Europe. But they didn't know the root, the process. And they didn't know who is that black man, what is behind him, what is his secret. Now that we are getting to know and we are getting to meet that person, we don't like what we see. It's just like with Jesus. You like the result, but you don't like the person, the carrier of the result. It's just like with Jesus. If Jesus will come today, some of us will chase him out from our churches. In fact, he will not qualify to be a member of our church because we are so departed from the ways and the path of Jesus. So for people to say that Pastor Sunday is lost his mind or is backsliding, it is the backslidingness that made me to have the same impact that I'm having that nobody else has been able to have. It is the backslidingness that is making me to be able to do what no Nigerian or no African has ever done in this continent. It is the backslidingness, this gospel without pollution, the reliance on the Bible and the truth of God, that has made me to be a flag bearer of the African gospel and the African continent. Because what this man is saying here is right. And please, let's go ahead and share the link, please. If you have not yet shared the link, please go ahead and share the link. Go ahead and share the link. So when I'm talking about the fact that we don't need paganism in the church, Christianity could be successful without all the paganistic practice. I know what I'm talking about because I've done it. I've built a church which is one of the greatest churches in the world, one of the most successful churches in the world. I've built it without all the paganistic manipulations and pollutions. I have built a church in Europe, in the most difficult place in Europe, without the Babalawo, concept of Christianity, without the voodoo concept of Christianity, without all the manipulations and deceptions, without all the noise and the bravados and the deceptions and the fake miracles and the arranged miracles and testimonies, without the ESP. In fact, I've preached the gospel in the place where ESP, sensory perception, is most popular. And this gospel of the kingdom has chased them out of town. So it's not that I've lost my mind. I've not lost my mind. It is we who think that because that's the only thing we have seen, because the only kind of Christianity we have seen in Nigeria is just what is available in our environment. So we think that's the only correct thing. So now that somebody is coming with a fresh voice And with a fresh perspective to the gospel, we are saying that he is bashing people because he's speaking the truth, because we are not used to speaking the truth. But why are we afraid of the truth if we are light? If we are walking in the light, we shouldn't be afraid of the truth. The only thing that I know is, the only people that I know should be afraid of the truth are the people who are living in darkness. Because the truth is light, it will expose all kind of darkness. So I'm sorry that I have to talk like that, but if you see, Paul also we talk like that sometimes. We say, I will have to talk about myself sometimes. I will have to brag about myself and my achievement because, otherwise, it's like people don't know. But I'm not bragging. I'm just giving a report. It's out there, what I've done and who is Pastor Sunday. So, and I've done it not in my own backyard. I've done it not in the place where it is easy to do. So if you want to say, okay, you come to Africa and do it. Well, if I come to Africa, I pray that God will not ask me to do church, because that is the best thing that will happen to all the churches that are there right now. That God will not tell me to do church. Because if God tells me to do church, that is tragedy for a lot of people who are there right now. Because, like I've said the other day, that in Africa, you can build a church of 1 million people without even God be appearing at all. Just manipulate people like people are doing right now. I mean, a lot of con artists that are pastors that are bragging that they have 1 million people or 500,000 people, following them, and they are con artists, real. They don't even have an idea of God. They are just showmen, and they are gathering millions. It's a pity. And that's why we must speak out against the things that are going on in the African church and, blow the trumpet of truth and let the truth set our continent free. Hello, everybody. DSA here. I would like us to spread this word together. Let the gospel of the kingdom conquer the world. We only need you to help us take 5 simple steps. What are these steps? 1, go ahead and like the video, please, if you have not yet done that. Number 2, we need you to subscribe to this channel. Have you yet subscribed? You not yet done it? Go do it now. Number 3, you need to press and click on that bell. You see the bell there? That will give you notification of every video that we do. Then the next thing you need to do, write your comments. Let's know what you think, good or bad. And then, of course, you have other platforms like Instagram, like Facebook. Share this video on your other platforms. All right? Let's win the world for Christ. Peace.